yeah. Funny Bontas since 99. Crazy Hip Squad in the key of B. Woo! In constructive structure, inherited by the cave dweller. Through lack of knowledge, he became a grave dweller, soul seller. Flesh became main reason. In season, you get seasoned, born dust reason. Sword became pen, enemy, never friend. Let me ease as I let you comprehend. Sy kwala opgronde volgens nomme. Is 'n bekommer, mis wat sy misgis. Die liewe het 'n plus.
Hey. Hey. You best believe. Hey. A walk with Mel. Hey. Asya. Bontas. Het ze gezegd.
Asya.
Het ze gepraat. Ze moet het doen. Hey. Dope guys. Hey. Starting this day fresh with the dopest people here in Cape Town, South Africa. It's a walk with Mel. Your favorite show. I know about that. So cool to have you on the show. Please, for the people that don't know, please just give us an introduction of who you are and where you're from.
Nathan is the name. I'm all the way from Pontieville. Yes.
My name is Bradley. I go by the name of Fowa. Also from Pontieville.
Pontas representas.
Hi, I'm Chloe from Lansdowne actually.
And I'm Eddie from Bella.
Awesome stuff. So, I mean, you're all into music. Let's just take it back to how things started for you guys individually.
Well, individually, as een individu,
Individu, jy moet het glo.
het ek begin as 'n b-boy, breakdancer in 1998. En die daai het ek baie mense gemeet, all walks of life, soos daar's Eddie, Chloe, my broer.
Pas op,
Ons het saam groot geword.
jy moet het glo.
So het ons ook ander mense ontmoet wat music maak en instruments speel en so deur dansery. So that's how I started as an individu.
Pas op. Jy moet hy woord ken. En aan jou kant, Mr. Forward?
Yeah, for me, the same. The b-boying, to the breakdancing, touring a lot and always being with musicians and big artists and at festivals and things. And one always had a love for it, you know, since a child. You
Just
hear
in the
the
blood.
radio, you know, always clapping on the beat or hitting
Yeah.
the snare on time, even before I could play.
Wow.
But I really fell in love at church with music. That was my first introduction to a band setup or anything like that. So that's where it started for me.
Awesome. Yeah. Your side?
For me, music is all I know. It's in my family, it's in our blood. Resant, especially the saxophone. And as Hoa said, also I started in the church. So that's
Wow.
where I go. Al wat ek met 'n skate.
Escape. Jy kyk my baie deur, ek het ook daar begin.
Ja,
Spiritual
okay.
dance.
So that was me in a nutshell.
Awesome.
Yeah. For me, so basis, like all of them said, we started in church, and then we went from there, and I started also with quirkies and stuff like that, GC and crazy.
Lekker,
But
lekker.
yeah, that's how the love started, you
Awesome.
know. And I think for me also, this was like for me to get closer to God, and yeah, that's how my music love went
Wow.
further and stuff, because I actually want to get closer to God, and
Wow.
yeah, through my guitar it helped me to
Love
get
it.
closer. Yeah.
Awesome. And then kan jy miskien ons 'n bietjie idee gee wat almal se rol in die span hierso?
Okay, basically, yeah, this is your typical band. It's not your typical band setup. This is friends, this is people I know,
Wow.
people I trust. And whenever we get together, it's always positive, you know.
Wow.
But my idea is, with the name of the band in the key of B, specifically Bonteville, the area
Okay.
in which I grew up in, you know. I think people, or the perception that the world has, or people outside of these areas have, is that there's only gangsters and it's
True.
only violence, only alcohol. But each of us here is a product from the ghettos, from that system. And I have this idea to get this vibe out.
Yes.
We want the sound out so people can see, yo, but listen here, this guy sounds very classical. But he never had classical training. You
Wow.
see. But, and that's what I want the world to see. Because the way things are perceived, if you don't go to UCT, if you don't go to some
Yes.
music scholar or whatever, then the way you play is now not legit.
Ek worry.
But we are more than legit.
And it's passion at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Passion drives you.
And that is what drives. So we started this project sometime last year. And basically also not just with music, also by writing. Writing lyrics and words and stories with my brother, the MC. I mean, there's many things we saw as we grew up in the ghettos, you see. And we want to write about this and add music to it, you know.
Because people can relate to it as well.
Yes, a lot of people can relate to it. But my issue is that a person growing up in a nice area, the person growing up in the ghetto, it's more of a struggle for the person in the ghetto to get to.
Of course.
Like our training literally starts by hearing and listening to this one and that one. We never went from primary school through the grades of music.
Yeah.
So now when I know a friend, I think Eddie went to go audition at UCT.
Sure.
And he played the pieces and they told him, oh sorry, but you don't have a grade 8 in music theory.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he played all the pieces.
What?
So we want to bridge that gap with what we do in our project and what we stand for. You know, so just spreading that positiveness.
Wow, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Different, I like that vibe. And then obviously, you all specializing in each section that you're like adding value to the group. Like, did you get any training? Who taught you? Who had an influence on you? Obviously, gonna start with you.
Now I like started in church, like I said, and there was a brother in church. He played guitar, and I just went to him and said, brother, can you teach me? Alsjeblieft.
Alsjeblieft,
Leer van my akkoord of twee.
akkoord,
And then he started teaching me, and then afterwards I really had a hunger to play music, and I waited till I finished my matric.
Okay.
And then I decided, you know, I need to join like an institution and stuff. So I joined like a little college around here.
Wow.
And then I started my music. I did 1 year, but I wasn't a good student, you know. I was bietjie kwaad geraak vir my so, and ek het 'n bietjie die mekaar, so they kicked me out and stuff. Then I left, and then I started like, you know, just listening to music a lot and checking out and seeing the guys playing, and then checking with my eyes to see what they're doing and go home and practice whatever. And that's how I started, and that's you know, I developed my skill, and still today, that's what I do.
That is real. That is
Self-taught
real.
vibe.
Yo, that's dope. That's dope. Sure. And your side?
Okay, my side with total
Different angle. That's why we're at gaan.
My thing was, because I'm a female, my family didn't want to teach me because
Hi,
girls not supposed to be there.
Yes.
Okay, so I was taught, I had lessons, in school, whatever. Finished school, and now I'm studying at Stellenbosch. It's my final year. So I've got had the privilege to get formal training.
Wow, amazing. In music?
In music,
And
yes,
I
in
thank you.
music. Females, yeah.
Hello,
so
represent.
I'm doing that currently. I'm classically trained though.
Wow.
But the jazz and that is what I do on the side. Also
Stunning.
watching and seeing what other people do,
And adding.
listening, learning a lot of things that way. Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. Like a combination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's so mixed. Yeah, like I said in the
As a
beginning.
drama, for you, how did you... You're the drummer of the
Yeah,
band,
I'm the drummer, the percussionist.
Yeah.
I like to say the percussionist.
Oh, okay, sorry. That's
'Cause
higher grade.
That
Hey.
adds more.
I see, yeah.
That adds more.
Percussionist, okay.
You know?
Okay, hey.
Music
Hey,
producer.
I need to lab. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so for me, drumming, you'll laugh at me if I say how I learned to play. Actually, it's while we were touring up and down in South Africa with
Nathan lag al klaar.
Brasse van die Kaap and Bibika, you know, because of my personality and my presence, I always had the right of way. So we were hardcore hip-hop band, hip-hop outfit. But when we traveled the long road, you'll hear Jimmy Lulu playing loud in the van, you know.
It's always the same.
I Jimmy Lulu, Ernie Smith, Judith Sapuma. We even had Sting in the Spyro China. That was the playlist when we were touring to all these festivals. And I just lying there and only when we stopped at KFC, whatever. I always keep the straws, two straws, and then I hit on the seats. You know, just
that's dope.
all the way until I started just having more love for it. Then because I knew people that was in a band or Christian band. Dion is the first person that gave me my first DVDs and tapes to watch. I think it's Dave Wackel and Thomas Lang and those type of things. So that was my first introduction, and I started learning from these videos. Carter Beaufort also, and Dave Matthews Band. I think Nathan will know that because I played it every day. You
So
know.
basically, you also like self-taught.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's all.
amazing.
Because there was no one else around me.
At the time.
Yeah.
You know, I actually, because I'm also a drummer.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I can audition to be in this.
For
I'm
sure.
busy auditioning in school. We used to.
Alright.
The captain was a beat that said kanan. You see that? Yeah. So I was a drummer in class. I just want to throw it out there. School bang. I've got hard. Yeah. Drum. And then your side, Nathan. I don't think start for you with the music.
Me, I don't speel instrumenten. Ik het eendag aan die keken toe 'n brother vir my gesê, "Maar sy moet kom speel in die worship team." Hy gee vir my toe sy gitaar en 'n gitaarboek. Ek moet dit leer. Ek speel sy gitaar nerf. Ek moet besig om te leer. Ek wil net pow stikken.
As if jy ooit
So that wasn't for me, man. But if I go back into history, as ek nou dink aan my oupa, wat nie meer as hy was in die choir. So there was always music in the family, en ek dink Foue het hy aspect gekry van music, but entertainment as part of who we are.
Yes.
So dancing caught my attention. Like ek het gedans en dat is my ding. But I had like, when Foue started playing the drums, or when he got interested in playing an instrument, I remember him packing die kussings op die kooi en hy maak vir hom stokkies. And he used to make a noise, jong, and then my granny would shout, "Hey, sit sagas of wat gaat aan nou?" And then in the morning when he got up, when he's at home on a Saturday, Carter Beaufort plays that whole thing, it's Sting, it's all that jazz music that plays. Ek het net gelag because I knew that someday that night die man gaat speel. And today we got a cousin also, he's 15 years old, Quinley. He's also into drumming, so it was a ripple effect, man. So he's playing and he's playing in a band, he belongs to a band, and he had the exposure of playing at the Baxter with the likes of Jonathan Rubain
Quite a few places.
and he played at the Waterfront.
That's amazing.
So there is good, man, in all of this.
Of course.
But as you can see, this is a full package, man.
Yes.
We're doing everything. We
Yes.
do this thing called music and dancing. It's entertainment. It's a show. So that is a vibe.
As your vibe is solid.
vibe.
And then obviously let's talk about the events that you guys have been performing at.
Yeah, some of the events we played at this Wordsworth Saying, and also with Nadine Matthews for our own concert, and some of the guys has been performing individually at some places. They can just speak about that, especially Chloe. Chloe has been quite busy, so she can share.
Yeah,
with
Chloe,
us
please
about
share some highlights. I mean, some.
This year for me has been amazing individually. At the beginning of the year, we played with Julita Puma and Gloria Bosman, two amazing vocalists. I play with another band called Kelly Bell and Friends. We played at Jazz Hall at the beginning of the year, and we only did original music, so everybody got to play their own songs and their own
That
things.
is
which was
amazing.
Great. I think what he's referring to is I played with Chitsvanger now, with Smoochies and Smoothies. We had a play production at Artscape. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Just a few
And your side, you want to share any highlights in your journey so far? Just highlights that you want to share.
For me, I've been traveling to Dubai and back for the last 6 years.
Gaan dit vir hulle soek.
That's not it's not like that. That is more.
But everyone's journey is different.
Yeah, we were on
Everyone's
different
journey,
journeys. So yeah, I've been traveling to Dubai and back for like the last 6 years. Working. I've been doing contracts for the last 6 years, and yeah, that's what I've been doing. You
Wow,
know,
that's
I've
amazing.
met so many guys there. I've been working with a reggae band in
Wow.
Dubai. That's Dubai's very first reggae band.
That's so cool.
So we mix some guys from St. Lucia, Trinidad,
Okay.
Philippines, the USA, and obviously South Africa. And then I've been working with another band that's from Colombia as well.
Wow.
So I've been doing
That's amazing.
quite okay there.
Yeah, you know what's okay for humble. You know what's dope for me is that our own people are doing great things, man. You know what I mean? That's the point. Like we just said, journeys are different for different people, and you are reaching your destination. You know, God uses all of us to he installs a passion in you, man, and then He uses that to touch people. And then Nathan, for you, just a question like, where do you find inspiration when it comes to your lyrics? Ik like your vibe. Ik like your Yo, boodskap wat jy deurgee, want ek kan relate, dit voel vir my ek kan relate. Like how do you like where do you find inspiration when it comes to lyrics?
Ik luister naar klom hip-hop. But my first inspiration was when we started moving with PVK. Nou, hulle het specifiek Afrikaanse hip-hop gedaan. So, it stirred up something when I was like, yo, wow. I'm hanging with guys I used to listen to their songs over the radio. I'm performing with them and stuff. So, late Mr. Fett, he took me, Brandon, and Benny. He took the three of us and he sat us down and we started writing and he helped us how to write. So, my inspiration for lyrics is just the daily life, man. Like what you experience and what you see out there. So that's where I get my inspiration from. The vibe I get from, I love old school hip hop. There is no hip hop like old school hip hop. Die nuwe goed.
Trap vibes.
So I hear the chain, I see the money. I see the vibe, man. It was never about that. So
Yes.
the realness of hip hop is in old school hip hop. The message is in there. So I listen to gospel hip hop mostly, and some of the great artists like KRS-One,
Yes.
The Roots,
Yes.
all those guys, man. So I find inspiration there as well. So.
Lekker. Awesome. And then, I mean, planning a show. If you guys have to plan a show for events that you guys have to perform, like what's important to you? Like, where do you also find inspiration when it comes to planning the show? Do you guys perform original songs? How does it work?
Yeah, always original songs. I think most of us here are beyond covers already. You know,
Prachtig.
like other poet said, local poet, hy het gesê hoeveel snare moet hy nog stukken speel op covers.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, as radio play music maak, you know what I'm saying? Music is a thing. If you love it, you will do it. And you know how Eddie David does it for as they speel en sy slat hom mooi kom hier binne in jou uit. You know, Chloe, you know when you play the vibration of that sax and the way you feel.
Sure.
And if you come together and you bring that to a band setup, I mean, whatever you play, people will feed off that.
Sure. That is
You know,
well said.
people will feed off that. It's very important not to try and sound like somebody else.
Sure.
You
Yes.
know, it's important. You learn from people, but you don't need to sound like them. You know, we learn, don't need to sound
But
the same.
you be who you are.
You be who you are.
Just the last few questions. We're almost getting to the end of the show. You can enjoy Sudi vibe. Just like you just actually, what you said just made me think about this. Like, what makes you wake up every day? I'm gonna ask each of you this question and do this. Like, what motivates you to wake up every day and be like, kijk, vandaag ga ik gitaar speel, vandaag ga ik saxofoon speel, vandaag ga ik drama wees, vandaag ga ik een MC wees. You know, what awake that feeling?
For me, it's simply like when I put in music, like the artists I love, and I listen to the music, and I still see how far I am from them. It makes me realize, listen hier, jy moet nog ver om te gaan, so jy moet opstaan en jy moet die ladder klim, verstaan, en jy moet practice, en dat is wat vir my, en net die, like die feit dat die Here vir my die genade gee het om to take my guitar and to do it as a living, you know.
Yo, that's so dope.
So I love it, what I do, and you know, I wake up and this is what I do. I breathe
Stunning.
it, I sleep
Breathe
by
music.
everything music, you know.
Music is life.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then your side?
For me, it's the power of music. I always speak about if you're on a stage and you're watching an audience,
Yeah.
for example. It's so nice to watch the people, like when you play and you just see how they sit. And
Yes.
some of them is just enjoying it.
Yeah.
I don't know, people is crying because
Yeah.
of the way that you move.
Yeah.
Your music is
Yeah.
actually just moving and
Yeah.
touching them.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
so true.
that's it for me.
Because music can make you
it's-
feel lekker after, no
music
matter
can
what
change your
day.
whole
Yes.
situation, your whole
Yeah,
circumstance.
well
actually.
said. Yeah. Awesome. And your side?
Yeah, I think I just started that. Let me go again. Also, one more thing. Like I said,
If
for
you
me,
nog om te zeggen, man. Dat is
for me, at the end of the day, as like he explained of my cousin, you see, I could influence him, and now he's influencing his friends, and that becomes another generation.
I get it.
So imagine that starts spanning
keeps
out.
going.
That positive energy goes through the ghetto.
Well said.
So that's what keeps me going.
Okay,
you know.
stunning.
Always just to inspire people, to make sure people are doing good. And
Awesome.
That for me means the world.
Wow.
Wow, ik heb een mond vol, maar
Ik
ik
weet-
ga hier
ja,
een
meneer,
mond
ja,
vol
ja, ja.
uitspoelen.
Dus-
But nevertheless, like, for me, what motivates me, man, like each day is a new day.
Sure.
That new day has new blessings, has new battles.
Sure.
But whatever the day holds, my motto is I overcome.
Sure.
So that's how I live, and that is how I get up. And the thing is, I like listening to motivational stuff, man. Like, you need to motivate
Positive.
yourself. You can't wait for someone else to motivate you.
Yes.
You need to puff yourself
Exactly,
up. So you
exactly.
need to go get it, man.
True.
And sadly, a lot of our young people is waiting for other people to tell them, no, you must go do this. No, you must go do that. No, you must go. You know what? Not all of us have that, man. So you need to find that motivation within yourself. So
Sure.
my thing is, each day is a new day.
Lekker.
Each day has new blessings and it has new battles. But whatever goes on in that day, my motto is I overcome.
Sure, ek voel daai is 'n song. Daai is inspiration vir 'n nuwe song. Ek weet nie. Dis hoekom ek audition nog vir die band. And then I see scum. And then obviously if people want to book you guys, how does it work? How do they get hold of you? And to support you guys, what can they do? Social
Yeah, well, we
media?
have a Facebook page. It's called In the Key of B.
Awesome.
You can find us the. I don't give my number out on air.
Nee, is wel daai. Die fans net maar op het.
But for now, you can find us on Facebook. Or you can get me on email, which is all on the page.
Okay, cool.
you
That's
know.
awesome. In the Key of
So
B.
In the Key of B is a page on Facebook.
Awesome.
You can check whatever movements is happening.
Love it.
Also, yeah, we are also busy recording a EP.
Wow, amazing.
With various artists.
That's
on
dope.
there.
Like when can we expect that? Maybe in the next 6
maybe,
months, year?
yeah, in the next 6 months.
Awesome.
Should be done in early January
Okay.
next year.
Awesome. That is
Yeah.
amazing. Amazing.
So
Looking forward
we
to
will
that.
Be doing that.
And it's cool that you guys are doing your own thing. That's the point. And then the last question: any advice to the young people? I'm going to start with you. Yani, change your angle. Any advice to the young people out there watching?
Advice is don't look at your surroundings, man. Don't be that person that blames your circumstance for not achieving anything, but create your own vibe and create your own legacy
Sure.
at the end of the day, and find it within yourself, man. It's possible. There's no greater advice that you can give yourself but yourself, because it's always the person who has the last say is you. So whatever you tell yourself will take place. So if you tell yourself that you can't, you will never be able to. Don't blame the next person. But if you tell yourself you can, you will be able to do it.
Oh, motivational speaker.
Yeah, my little piece of advice is never allow other people to tell you who you are or what you are. You know, never ever succumb to that negative energy of other people. You know, I believe every person at night when he goes to bed, they are who they are. You know, regardless. So never ever give in to negative thoughts and energy from other people. You know, always remain positive.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Anything from your side?
I would say don't give up on your dreams, on your plans, no matter like they said, no matter what anybody says, because at the end of the day, people is gonna talk whether you did, whether you do good, whether you do bad.
True
People's
story.
gonna talk both ways.
So you can choose.
So you decide. I can take it. I can put it there in the back
Exactly.
of my brain. I can take it. I can use it as a positive
Yes.
thing and
Yes.
you know, work on it to something, or you must decide at the end of the day
Awesome.
what you want.
Well said. Well said. Anything from you?
Yeah, for me, all I want to say is like, you're gonna die if you don't eat humble pie.
Ben!
Because you see, like as much as we want to share our music abilities and what we can do and the chords and the nice tunes and
Yeah.
stuff, but we want to say like you can actually be a good person. You
Yeah.
know, you don't need to be buck, like how they say, you know, because you get many guys, you know, like once they start playing, they somehow have an attitude
It is.
and this guy and they just do this gig and
Yeah.
they
It's
feel like
groot,
they're
it's
happening,
groot.
you know,
Uh.
and stuff like that, and they must remember just to stay humble.
Because
and-
life humbles you anyway. They
Exactly.
don't
And-
discuss.
yeah,
As
they-
wel die kas.
you learn it the hard way. You
Yeah,
know?
of course.
So
Awesome.
yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the show. I mean, I'm so inspired. I'm super excited. I'm still auditioning, guys, to be part of. So we obviously like after. Are we going to jump right into it?
We're gonna jump
Right into it. Okay, cool. So you're gonna teach me something. You first teach me I mean, I'm a drummer. I am a drummer. So maybe you guys can make a thing, then I can see. You guys can see. You guys can see. Don't you know how to cup a beat? Then you guys can see if I qualify. Okay, cool.
Okay.
And then after that, you can teach me maybe a few chords. Yeah. I'm not very good at the guitar, but I mean, I'm more a drummer. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Easy. It's very different drum, right? What?
Break
Hey.
it down.
Hey! Pas op! Ik kan er niet rap één die doen niet. Hey! Okay, right, let's move to the guitar. I think I should learn a chord or two.
Yeah, simple. Just put your finger here, like.
That's easy.
What can I say? Like,
Is that
easy
it?
like that,
Okay,
you
cool.
know? Anyone can play this chord.
Okay,
so
cool.
if you
Okay.
wanna
What
try-
chord is that? What
It's like a G major.
It's a G major.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you just keep this for you? Give me the present on the show
Okay,
for
okay,
like a
let's do
second.
that.
Okay, cool. Let me try that. Ik hoop ik is Nathan wat nou die ding gaat morsie.
Yeah,
So there?
yeah. And then.
Did we have a minor? We have a minor.
When do you know if it's a minor or major?
That's a major. That's a major.
I'm a major.
Yeah, you can hear it.